So here I am, this beautiful beach. I have to tell you something, and it's so funny because the last time that I was on the beach and I was wearing this beautiful Jamaican swimwear, I was telling you that I was leaving Jamaica. Well, unfortunately, I'm leaving Thailand as well. I thought a lot about posting or not posting this kind of experience of mine, but as a content creator, I think that it's important to share something that for me it's really, really personal, and I'm gonna be extremely vulnerable with you. I'm leaving Thailand because something happened. I don't want to give you guys like a lot of details because obviously it's not easy. It's not even easy for me still to analyze and think about it. But I just want to say that it's really hard because I don't even know where to start about talking about these things. I don't want to go in details about that because it's not a nice experience. I you can only maybe you can imagine what I'm talking about. Uh, but I'm not drinking nothing. I'm not using absolutely any drugs. I actually hate drugs. I love wine, but I've stopped drinking wine like a long time ago. Um, I went to a place that it wasn't even a party. It was like just a literally a normal place. And unfortunately, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say something like that in here on YouTube. Someone did something. I'm really sad and angry about it. One, because it's not about Thailand, guys. It's not about like Thai people. I love Thailand and I love Thai people. And to be really, really honest with you, I was surrounded by foreigners that evening. I'm not here blaming anyone. And actually, after that, I kind of like physically recovered myself. I even thought to stay here anyhow. I even thought about that. But then I started to think about how shitty the situation was handled by the healthcare, by the police and everything. So this is why I'm leaving. Thailand is safe. Thailand is safe. I don't want to say anything different about that. Unfortunately, as a solo female traveler, there are bad people, good people, of course. There are bad people as well everywhere. So this could have happened to me anywhere in the world. But whoever thought I'm leaving because and how the hospitals, the three hospitals that I've been to, and the police handled this situation. I got really sick. I had tons of blackouts, unfortunately. I have memories about the night, and they are all awful, like the worst that you can imagine. I actually thought that night that this is my last night ever in this world. And someone brought me to an hospital, but this hospital literally did nothing for me. And I'm not saying that because I remember that only, but because at that point I was a little bit conscious to even call my sister in Italy, and she was looking after me. My best friends as well. They were looking after me from Italy in the middle of the night. So whatever I remember, it's actually something that happened with that hospital and with the police station. As soon as I arrived to this hospital, they gave me, without even asking if I was allergic to anything. Whatever was happening, nothing. They just gave me like some Valium because I was panicking. I was anxious. I was stressed. I was like crying all the time. And I was trying to talk with them, but I couldn't because I was still like very, very, very sick. I don't know if I can use that word here, but it's something that starts with the letter D. I was very, 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 very sick. They didn't actually help me. They didn't. Again, my sister, my best friends were on the phone all the time, so they were looking at it. And at one point, they started to call the police. They called the police arrived, they brought me to a police station, and I was still very, very, very sick. And at one point I said to them, I don't want to leave the hospital. I don't want to leave the hospital. And I say, because I was feeling extremely sick, I say, I cannot walk, I cannot talk, like help me, help me, help me. And again, my families from Italy, they were like, please help her, please help her. Nothing. They didn't give a absolutely a S. And this is scary. This is the most scariest part that probably I I experienced, because I thought in that moment, as soon as I recognized that I was in a hospital, I thought finally I'm safe. Absolutely nothing. Not only guys, after that, they didn't bring me back. I was at the police station at one point. They didn't bring me back, but they dumped me on the street. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. Someone that is supposed to help you literally bring you still very, very sick and dumped you on the street. I'm not gonna say the name of the hospital. I'm not gonna say the name of the police station. Nothing. As well, because the Italian embassy and the Italian consulate is looking after the case. This is extremely, extremely serious. I stayed on the street completely very sick for the one night. And something else happened. My phone at that point, the battery ran out. I spent the whole night on my own, completely deep, trying to survive the night, trying to don't let anyone come close to me. And unfortunately, a couple of men did. I was a very easy target. I don't know how I managed at one point I jumped, guys. I'm not lying. I jumped on the metro because obviously I couldn't even call a taxi, nothing. I jumped on the metro and I went back home on my own. And don't ask me how I did it, because I was on the other side of Bangkok and living in Nontamburi. I'm glad that I'm such a pro with public transportation, but on the other side, I stopped so many times. Every two stop, I was leaving the metro, trying to take a little bit of fresh air and then go back. It literally took me almost 2 hours to go back home. Went back home, and still I felt very sick. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to call. I didn't know. I was exhausted. I was still I didn't know if I was living in the reality. I didn't know. Absolutely, I didn't know what to do. That night, after that, I came back home. I went to another hospital because I was still feeling extremely sick, and I knew there was something wrong still. So I went to a hospital. I explained the situation, and this hospital as well. As soon as I said to them, "This is what happened. Please help me. I'm still feeling really sick, and I need urgent care. I really need urgent care because," and I was being extremely honest with them of what happened and what I remember. They say to me straight immediately, "We cannot do anything about it," because I really want to say that on the camera, but I'm not even sure that is something. I don't know. For me, it's not normal, but I mean, I guess in here it is. That's why this is why I live in. They say to me that unfortunately, to do very specific examinations, I needed to go to a specific hospital. They didn't want to do anything. They didn't want to did any test on me, like not even the very specific one that I asked, but they didn't want to take any blood test and etc. etc. So okay, they sent me to the hospital, which is specific for this case. I basically stayed there for almost 2 days. It took 2 days. 2 days, guys, for doing very basic examinations. And I'm talking about blood tests, I'm talking about urine tests, and I'm talking about gynecological tests. And in all of these, I'm still here right now, today, waiting for some results. I know it sounds absolutely crazy, but I'm more shocked about how they actually handled this situation. Maybe because I'm a foreigner, maybe because there was a lack of communication, languages barrier. I know now how healthcare here it works and everything. I literally stopped the application for my DTP visa. I don't want to stay here a long term. I don't. I'm not regretting that I'm here. I'm not regretting that. This is not gonna change the fact that I still believe in good people. This is gonna be one of my last day, and I decided to come to this island because it was the closest one from Bangkok. There are so many things that I wanted to do still. There are so many places that I wanted to go and explore. I will definitely come back. This is not the end of me traveling. If there is something that I learned from this experience is that I love to do exactly what I'm doing right now. And this is it. Creating content, telling you guys about real life, real facts, what is happening, what is not happening. Being a content creator is really hard because you literally put yourself out there 100%. I won't blame absolutely any race, any culture, any people about what happened. Um, for who did this to me and for who did. Yeah, I won't because it doesn't really matter the race they are. Uh, not all the people are the same. Not all the people are the same, and I know that out there are a lot of wonderful people still.